Sorry, should we do something a bit more traditional? Jesus, that's tight. That's nice. Razer were kind enough to send me this, the Razer Kiyo Pro, and honestly, I'm impressed. As far as webcams go, this is the sexiest one I've ever seen. Oof. The build quality is, you know, what you'd expect from Razer. It feels premium, and I don't know, it looks like a camera lens, and I think I love it. Side note, sorry if I sound a bit rough. I completely lost my voice.
We're gonna do this once, and once only. I can't f***ing talk. So if you wanna clip this, and we can tell people that I can't f***ing talk, that would be great.
I can talk again now, so it's progress. I'm currently using like a £1,000 setup. It's kind of, the thing is, I'm using an old DSLR, and then lenses are expensive, but I'm convinced this is gonna give me equal, if not better, quality. I know that even like the little details on it, like it's got a little LED at the top, so you know when your camera's on. Because I've been using a DSLR as my camera, and I quite often forget to turn it off, wasting power. Also for like privacy concerns, if you're one of those people, knowing when your webcam's on, and there's also like a little cover for the webcam. If you're that paranoid, it's there. It's a nice little thing to have. I probably won't use it, but the problem I currently have using a DSLR is I stream in a room where there's a lot of natural light, and I can't block it out. I've got windows, I've got a window in front of me, I've got a window behind me, I've got a window over there. My lighting changes all the time. DSLRs are great if you can control the lighting, or if you can adjust it on the fly. Quite often, midstream, I'm having to reach over and adjust my shutter or my iris to get my exposure right. Webcams, however, are a lot better at adjusting on the fly, so I'm hoping this is going to be less of a ball ache for me. And you can see on like the DSLR, that window, massively blown out. HDR camera, everything is correctly exposed. I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting to be this impressed, but I am. The HDR just makes it's so easy to just get the camera looking good. You don't need to like have a fancy lighting setup with it. I think that's always what people say is like, oh, before investing in a decent camera, invest in good lighting. With the Kiyo Pro, you don't even need good lighting for it to look decent. And also the low light of it as well. The fact that it can look good with like no light at all, that's nuts. Like I've used it with literally just like my screens on, and it still looks good. Like that, enough light from just the monitors. What's really cool about this camera is it has like a traditional camera mount. So literally I've got like, I can literally just screw this on the bottom. Right, let's get this a similar position to my current webcam. Oh God, it is a wide lens, isn't it? It's a very wide lens. Right, let's get that side by side. Beautiful. Let's talk about the software, because I feel this is like a key advantage webcams have over like a DSLR. So Razer have their own webcam software, so you can adjust your settings for the webcam. Honestly, it's fine. It's pretty decent. Basically, I think if you're not really a camera nerd, it's pretty good for basic adjustments. And then what's great is it's got like the advanced settings, and that gives you full control. But those settings, they literally can be accessed in other softwares as well. So personally, because I've been using NVIDIA Broadcast with the camera, which just, it brings it to a whole new level. But you can adjust all the settings that you would be able to adjust in the Razer settings within that software as well. Or if you bring it straight into OBS, you can still adjust all the settings in there. But yeah, I thought I would share my setup, my process of how to make webcam look as good as a DSLR. It's gonna be very simple, but simple changes make all the difference. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do in video broadcast, I am going to turn on background blur. Okay. Instantly, it gives that kind of DSLR effect. However, I think a lot of people overuse this effect. It's nice, but like it looks a bit unnatural. If you've got a wide lens and you're cranking it all the way up, it looks dumb as shit. All right, literally, smallest setting looks best, to be honest. Right, now I'm gonna bring this camera into OBS. So how are we looking currently? I mean, obviously it's a lot darker. Like if we crank this down, how are we looking comparatively? I'd say that's pretty good out the box. But now I'm gonna do everything I would normally do to get it looking good. I will, honestly, I'm just gonna do this the really lazy way. All these filters from my camera, I've got a color correction, just lower the contrast. Then I got to sharpen up the image, and then I've got a LUT. So LUTs are basically little files that tell some colors to go to different colors. I've made a few custom ones. This is one of my preferred ones. It makes skin tones pop a bit, makes the room feel a bit cooler, gives a nice amount of contrast. So we turn that on. Oh, that looks crisp already. We don't even need this color correction, do we? No, we don't. Because of the HDR, I don't need to do as much work post-processing as I do with the DSLR. I literally just need to whack on my LUT for that little bit of color change. That's pretty nifty. That's pretty nifty. But yeah, basically, because all the camera settings you can adjust digitally, it means you can use software to tweak your settings on the fly without having to reach over to the camera and tweak it like I have been doing with my DSLR. And I think the most useful thing for me is I've set up a little macro so that when I mute myself on stream, it unfocuses the camera completely, makes it all blurry. So I know I'm muted, so I know for sure that I'm muted. And also, it means I won't start talking again without unmuting myself because there's too many times that happens. And I have no idea. Basically, I'm an idiot. I need things to be easy to use and intuitive, and the Razer Kiyo is that, basically.